Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about electric dipole. Suppose we have a system in which we have two charges, say minus q and plus q. That means two charges of equal magnitude but opposite signs separated by a very small distance. Then this system is called an electric dipole. As in convention, this small distance between these two charges, it is generally taken as 2L, where L is the distance of each charge from the center. This is our electric dipole. Now with every electric dipole, a dipole moment is associated. Dipole moment, it is denoted by P, and it is given as product of each charge and distance between the charges. Now since we are taking scalar product, cross product, we can say that dipole moment is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Now since it is vector quantity, so what we can say about its direction? So when we say direction of dipole moment, it is always directed from negative charge and towards positive charge. Now say for this electric dipole, if this is negative charge and this is plus q charge, what will be the direction of P? It will be directed in this direction, that is from left to right. So this is electric dipole and electric dipole moment. Now what will be the SI unit of dipole moment? SI unit of dipole moment we can get from this formula. SI unit of Q is coulomb and SI unit of length is meter. So we can say SI unit of P is coulomb meter. Now a very important topic related to this electric dipole is how we can find electric field due to an electric dipole. So when we talk about electric field due to an electric dipole, we have two cases. First case is when we take a point lying on axis of dipole. In such an electric field, it is also known as axial electric field. Okay, so how we can find axial electric field? This is very important derivation. Now, suppose we are taking this electric dipole with minus q and plus q charge, taking distance between them as 2L. Say this O is our center, so we say distance from each charge, it is L. Now axis means the line joining these two charges. If we extend it in either direction, we get axis of dipole. So we have to find electric field due to this dipole at any point lying on this axis. So we are taking point A, such that this point A is at a distance of x from A. Okay. Now can we find distance of point A from this negative charge and from this positive charge? What will be total distance of point A from minus q charge? This is x and this is L. So this total distance will become x plus L. So distance of point A from minus q charge, it is x plus L. Now same way, distance of point A from plus q charge, what it will be? This total is x and this one is L. So what about this remaining distance? It will be total x minus L. Okay. Now we need to find electric field at point A due to minus q and plus q. Now firstly, if we start with our minus q charge, electric field due to minus q charge, it will be directed towards your minus q. So we can say, if we are taking this electric field intensity as E1, so E1 will be directed towards minus Q. Now taking other charge plus Q, electric field intensity at point A due to plus Q charge, E due to your positive charge, it is always directed radially outwards. So direction of E2, it will be radially outwards. So at point A, we have two electric fields E1 and E2 which are directed in opposite directions. So net electric field at A, say we are denoting it with E net. So what will be the direction of E net? Net electric field at A due to these two charges, it will be the same direction as that of E2. Why is it? It is so because magnitude of these two charges are equal, but A is nearer to plus Q charge, so we can say that value of E2 will be greater than that of E1, and net electric field intensity, it will be stronger towards E2. That is, direction will be towards E2. And mathematically also what we can say, that E net, it will be equal to E2 minus E1. Negative sign is because E1 and E2 are in opposite directions. Now if we need to find E net, we need to find firstly E1 and then the value of E2, and then we will substitute these two values in this formula. So how we can find E1 and E2? Electric field intensity, it is equal to K, dielectric constant, into charge upon distance square. Okay, so K into charge is Q. Now E1 is due to minus Q. E1 electric field is due to charge minus Q. So what is the distance of minus Q from A? This we have already done. It is x plus L whole square. Same way E2. How we can find E2? E2 will be K into Q upon distance square. Now distance of A from plus Q charge, it is x minus L whole square. And now we will substitute these two values in this formula, E net. So what we will get? We will get that E net, which is equal to E2 minus E1, it will be K into Q, हम कॉमन ले सकते हैं, upon E2, it is x minus L whole square minus 1 upon x plus L whole square. Now it's very simple maths, taking LCM. This will be multiplied by 1 x plus L whole square minus x minus L whole square upon x minus L whole square into x plus L whole square. A plus b whole square का फॉर्मूला लगेगा, a minus b whole square का फॉर्मूला लगेगा, and we can take square common out of it. This will be a plus b into a minus b. That means denominator में फॉर्मूला लगेगा a square minus b square का. So finally what we will get is a square plus b square plus 2ab, माइनस साइन है, ब्रैकेट ओपन होगा, एंड डिनोमिनेटर में ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर बनेगा, और ये होल स्क्वायर जो था दिस इज टेकन आउट कॉमन. These two terms will cancel out. 2xl plus 2xl, it will become 4xl. Upon में it will be x square minus l square whole square, and it will become, now this can also be written as, 4 can be split as 2 into 2 k into q and x into l, and in denominator we have x square minus l square whole square. Now this will become 2 into 2q into L into k into x upon x square minus L square. The purpose of bifurcation is to introduce dipole moment quantity in it. So this 2L into q, this will be p. So finally we will get 2p k into x upon x square minus L square whole square. Fine. Okay. Now the distance between two charges in a dipole, it is very small. So we can say that x is greater than L, or L is negligible as compared to x. Okay. So when L is negligible, we can neglect this L with respect to x. Now neglecting this L, what will be left in denominator? It will become 2 into p into kx upon L is neglected. So x square ka whole square, it will become x raised to power 4. 1x will cancel out and it will be 2p into k upon x cube. So finally we can write it as that E net, it is equal to 2p into k upon x cube. Okay. So this is our net result, and in it the direction of E and P are same. So this is all about case 1. Second case we will discuss in next class.